Reverend Sharon Gregory, tell me, did you happen to get to Crossroads Church?
Well, back in the 1980s, I was leading a support group for women who had perinatal losses, miscarriages, stillbirths, that kind of thing. And 2 women from this church ended up in my support group. And I watched them as they authentically grieved and authentically walked their walk with Jesus Christ. And I thought, if they're both in the same church, it's probably a pretty good church, so I'll go there.
That's great. And tell me how it happened that you were lucky enough to have the opportunity to preach some sermons here.
Well, that's a really long story, but I was a nurse, and after 25 years of working in neonatal, well, actually about 20, God started poking me about doing something different. And I was working with a chaplain at DeKalb Medical Center, Joyce Young, and she sort of helped me in the discernment process, and then God cleared the way for me to go to seminary. And actually back then Elward Ellis was here, and I told him what was going on, and he was our pastor, and he also said, well, let's let you preach and see what happens. And so I don't know, it must be God's will, because I certainly wouldn't have thought that a divorced woman popping into a church all broken like I was at the beginning would ever end up preaching anywhere, much less here.
Okay, let me ask this question, and this might help others. How, as a person who's gone through tragedy, ever thought to yourself, God, why me?
Yes, I think that every day, honestly. But I finally learned that God prefers to work through the weak and the broken. And he does that because he needs to reach the weak and the broken. And so people that are in places in their lives that are dark or, trapped, feel trapped or feel hopeless or helpless, they tend to stay away from churches because they think they're not good enough. But just the opposite occurred in my life. Coming to church and finding the love of Jesus Christ in the people here is what helped me heal from the things I needed to heal from.
So if I were to ask you specifically, what do you like about Crossroads Church, what would you tell me?
The people that are here is my main motivation for getting out of bed and coming on Sunday mornings. Just knowing that people are supportive. They have prayed me through several crises since what brought me here, and I have seen so much of God's hand at work in the people in this congregation. I love our mode of prayer and praise in the worship service, and I really currently love our pastor Richard Allen Farmer, who is my mentor as well in preaching. So, yeah.
Sharon Gregory, thank you, and I enjoy your sermons a lot.
I know you do, Bill.
Bye.